Good morning, friends. I'm in Florida. You see that Spanish moss? And I just finished an amazing run in the nature preserve here in Palmetto, Florida. And I just thought I would say hi and get on and just share some mirror neurons with you. As you can see, the sunshine for those of us who have had the past month plus of very little sunshine. I know that's what it's been like for me back in Ontario. So to come and get to, oh man, just wake up and get outside and glorious. So I've been spending a lot of time with the Lord, and He's just been so impressing upon me. I guess just the tension between truth and how that I'm already in this beautiful space with Him, and I don't have to strive to get to be with Jesus, and that He's right here coming towards me, and He's constantly here as I invite Him in deeper into my life. And so I can relax into Him and not be striving. When we're trying to pursue healing, it can be really not tempting, but yes, tempting, but also just challenging because we want to get out of what we're in, and we are trying so hard to get to Him. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be going after Jesus, but just recognizing it's always going to be through His love, always going to be through His love that breakthrough comes, or we don't end up getting into a formula or some sort of religious process, or even trying to do self-help. It's got to be through His love, His grace, and just inviting Him in. There's this verse in 1 Corinthians, I forget which chapter it's in, maybe 8, where it says, he's talking about knowledge, and he's, knowledge puffs up, but love edifies, or love builds. And then he goes on to say that, for those of us who love God, that we are known by Him. And it just so ministers to me that kind of like the truth where God says in the Bible that every single person is His child because He created all of us, yet there's verses that describe the difference between somebody who's put their faith in Jesus as Savior and Lord, and that we have the right to be called children. Like He is our Father in a very personal, real way. Same thing with, Psalm 139 talks so much about God's perfect knowledge of man and how He knows our frame, He knows our thoughts before we even think them. But then this verse in 1 Corinthians 8 really blessed me with this tension of hey, for those of us who are choosing to love Him and to enter into fellowship and relationship with Him, that we can invite Him in to actually know us intimately in a way that you can't when you're not in a relationship with someone. And it just so blessed me to know that, wow, God, you want to know me more. You want to be more intimate with me. You enjoy seeing things through my eyes. And it's like this adventure and this beautiful relationship, just like any relationship where you're getting to know somebody and you get closer and closer. He's coming to know me more. I'm like, man, that is so cool. The more that I receive His love, give it back, enter in relationship with Him, He's coming to know me more. And there's so much, obviously, freedom, getting to know the real yourself that you even are, because He's the one showing you who you are, and healing that comes out of it. Our bodies come into this place of rest and digest, and disease processes start to fall off when we're just in this beautiful space of again, relationship with God. So that is my word right now, that God is just impressing on me that, really since it's gonna make me cry, invited Him into my heart when I was in the desert, it's been a totally different world from when He wasn't there. And now we're in this deep relationship that continues to grow. I love Catherine Kuhlman's verse was, keep me in the apple of your eye. I was like, wow, that's such a powerful, if I'm in the apple of His eye, this exclusive, knowing me, that He's just always focusing on me in a godly way, because he does it with other people, but he's infinite and he's everywhere, and he can do it exclusively with each one of us. And man, it's just, those are the things that have just been meditating. I've been meditating on, and I pray it blesses you. And I'm gonna get going with my day. I'm going to the beach later, and before I fly home, it's my last day here, and I'm gonna be running on the beach later too, because I'm like, this is what I do. I go places and I explore. I explore, and I got to go, I didn't give you guys much of a view, but on these beautiful trails through this bay, Terracea Bay, and there's mangroves, and there's, oh man, the wildlife here is just incredible. But anyway, God bless you. I pray this blesses you guys today.